Hey guys, welcome back to Sense or Sense. My name is Evan, and today I'm going to start a new adventure with all of us called Planning Pitfalls. As you might know, I've been an advisor or a planner for about the last 17 years. I'm a registered investment advisor, and I'm an independent advisor that I only collect fees based on basically just talking to my clients and or advising my clients. I don't make any money on any kind of buying or selling of any products. That way I can keep myself to a fiduciary standard with them, and I don't have any conflicts of interest. And so one of the things that I've noticed a lot over the years are planning pitfalls, things that people do that make their lives more difficult than they need to, or things that cost them money that's not necessary for their situation. And so today I want to talk about one of those planning pitfalls, which is annuities. Annuities are generally not needed for most people. If you haven't saved, maxed out your 401k, maxed out your IRA or your Roth IRA or any other retirement account that you have available to you at your disposal, then you should not even be considering an annuity. They're typically cost a lot of money. Some of them they're reasonably priced. You can get fixed annuities that pay a fixed amount per year and are reasonable. However, the majority of people, when I say majority, 80+% of the people that I talk to and have talked to over the years would never benefit from an annuity because they haven't been able to save sufficiently enough in their own individual retirement accounts. And so annuities are very specific types of products that are necessary. They are there for certain reasons. You might have a situation where I've had a client with a special needs child, and that special needs child needs income for life, and they don't know if they're going to be around to be able to support that special needs child, and an annuity can serve that purpose. But for 80+% of people, the biggest problems with annuities are the upfront fees and the surrender fees. The upfront fees can be several $1,000s depending on how much you're putting into an annuity. And then you also have what they call surrender fees, which means generally in the first 5, 7, or even 10 years of ownership, if you decide you don't want that annuity, or you don't want to contribute to it, or you don't want to put more money into it, or you just need the money out of it, then they're going to charge you a surrender fee, and it's usually pretty significant. It's usually a few percentage points of whatever you put in. It can be all the way up to 7 to 10% on the high side. And I don't want to see you as an advisor putting money into something that you may need the money out of, or putting money into something that's not necessary when you have access to a 401k or another vehicle that's much better for retirement. Annuities are very specialized. Just remember that. There might be a time in your life, if you become very wealthy or you've maxed out your retirement accounts, that an annuity can make sense. And if that's the case, you need to come to an advisor that's a fee-only advisor that can give you unbiased advice on a fiduciary duty, providing you with a fiduciary duty, and can go out there and look at every single annuity out there to make a decision rather than going to an individual company. So that's one last thing I wanted to say is, don't ever go to an individual captive company like Hartford or something like that and ask them to talk about annuities. They're only going to recommend the annuities that are in their own portfolio. You need to go talk to an individual, independent, registered investment advisor that has a fiduciary standard. Pay them like you would pay a CPA or a lawyer. That's my biggest advice for advising in general. And so my planning pitfall of the day are annuities. I want you guys to avoid them. They're very specific. You're not going to need them 80+% of the time, maybe even 90% of the time. You'll never even need to look at one. So if you found this information helpful today, I'd appreciate it if you could hit that like button, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. I plan on putting out a series of these planning pitfalls over the next several weeks, and I'm going to keep them to about 5 minutes so that you guys can know and understand what to avoid out there, and just go out and get some good advice for no cost whatsoever. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. See you next time.